Did you know that joy is contagious? Oh yes, joy is contagious, and we're going to talk about that right now. Listen, one of the beautiful gifts that God has given to women is the power of influence. Yes, women have that special power of influence. It's a gift that God has given. We've talked about this several times. Joy is a decision, right? So if a mother decides to be joyful, oh, honey, listen, she's going to influence everyone around her.
She is going to influence everyone around her, and of course, most importantly, her home, her family, her husband, and her children, right?
She is going to influence them to be joyful. Show me a joyful home, and I assure you, you will find a joyful mother. In Matthew 5:13, the Bible says, "You are the salt of the earth, but if salt has lost its taste, how shall its saltiness be restored? It is no longer good for anything except to be thrown out and trampled underfoot." One of the things that salt does is that it provides flavor, right? You know, when you have food and there's no salt, there's no flavor. It's like the food is boring. Like, what's the point of eating that when there's no salt? But salt provides flavor. And as a mother, one of the flavors that you want to bring to your house, to your home, to your children, to your family, your husband, is joy. It's one of the flavors. It's part of what flavors the world. It's part of what flavors the earth. Joy is a flavor. That's a new one, right? I bet y'all didn't know joy was a flavor. Joy is a flavor that you can use to spice up your home and to spice up the lives of your children. I remember I heard a story of a mother who, when she was pregnant, she was very sad, and she had the child. She gave birth to the child, and she noticed that the child was also sad. In other words, the child was mimicking the expressions and the emotions and the feelings of the mother. And that's exactly what happens, because we know our children are copycats. Let's be real. They're just copycats. They're just little mini me's and mini you's out there. And so they mirror what they see. And so if we as mothers can be joyful, it's contagious. They can contract the joy that we exude. They can contract the joy that we have. So guess what else joy is? Joy is light. And I'm going to show that to you right now. In Matthew 5, verse 14, it says, "You are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and it giveth light unto all that are in the house." Listen, joy is light. The joy that we have is supposed to be placed and be shown. Joy can't be hidden. Joy shouldn't be hidden. It shouldn't be covered. It's to be highlighted, to light up the home, to light up the lives of those around us. When a mother decides to be joyful, it impacts everyone around her. Because guess what? Women have the power of influence. I remember one day at work, I choose to be positive, especially on the job, because I feel like we spend so much time at work. It's not a place that I want to be sad or frustrated or angry or annoyed or, whatever it is. I choose to be positive at work because I feel that I spend so much of my life there, right? Because I spend so much of my time there. Then it's got to be a place of joy. It's got to be a place of happiness. And one day, the night before, I found out that a close family friend had passed away. And it was sad. It was very sad. It was something that had kind of been coming. It had been sort of in the works. The person had been sick for some time. But you never can expect what will happen. And so, anyway, the person died. The person passed away. And the next day, that normal positive behavior that I always exude, I didn't have it in me. I was sad. But I wasn't trying to, and I didn't want to talk about it with anyone. I had no intentions of talking about it or anything or sharing that, because I didn't want to. but my countenance changed. And I didn't know it. I didn't realize that my countenance had actually changed. To the point where my boss was like, Yemi, what's going on? You seem a bit down. You seem a bit sad. Is everything okay? And I remember being so surprised and shocked, that he noticed my countenance, because I thought I was being the same. I thought I was like, I mean, yeah, I wasn't as happy, but I thought that everything was like the same that I always do. But no, my countenance had changed. The joy that I normally exude had kind of been covered up a little bit, and it was immediately noticed. And that's why joy is contagious. And so sadness is too. And so we have the ability and we have the decision to choose joy. And so choose joy today, if not for yourself, for the sake of the many other people around you who are depending on you. Choose joy today. Let the joy in you influence those around you. Let others catch wind of your joy. Let people around you contract the joy that is in you. Make it available in full dosages for those around you to be blessed. All right, guys. Thank you so much for staying around. I hope this was an encouragement and a blessing to you. And I hope that the joy in my heart is contagious enough even through the waves of the internet. Love you. God bless you. And we'll see you later. Until next time, don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment in the comment section, and share the video. All right, guys. Bye.